We're back. Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 5th. I still have my December calendar up. If you are new here, my name is Brianna from a bubbly. If you are new here, my name is Brianna from a bubbly classroom, and I just share a little bit of every day here in second grade. Don't mind my appearance. I am on the struggle bus today. Monday was a virtual remote work day from home. It was just a work day. We had lots of meetings, trainings online, and then we had to meet with our team and get prepared for a week of virtual learning that we were not expecting. A lot of questions online about that. I think it's just out of precaution. The numbers are pretty high. I'm in the Atlanta area, so the numbers are pretty high, but I think it was mostly precaution, and we did the same thing last year. So I should have expected it, but I don't know. I just thought 2022 we would be not here, but here we are. So yesterday was a teaching day from home, and then today through Friday is remote teaching from school. The reason they do that is to give people time to get tested when they get back from any winter break plans they have. Sorry, kids are trying to come into the meeting already. They're in the lobby. That's what all that noise is. My neck is a little red because I have been climbing behind tables and like replugging everything back in after being out for winter break. So yeah, I'm just about to teach virtually, and I will check in with you after my live classes. Hello. Okay, it's 9:07. We started at 8:15 and we literally went to like 9 o'clock on virtual. It's like getting back in the groove of this. I'm trying not to keep them on live for 45 minutes. That's like insane. But we just had like a nice morning meeting where we shared goals for 2022, so they could be like hobby goals, sports goals, school goals, health goals, family goals, anything. And so we had a lot of share time for that. And then we did a number talk, which was great. We did 23 plus something equals 60. So they kind of tell me their strategies for how they would solve it. And then we show if we agree, if that's like a strategy that we would use, or maybe it's a new strategy for us. So that was a lot of fun. And then we did our math lesson, which was I reviewed place value up to thousands, so the difference between digit, value, and place. And then we just did like a couple word problems. One was just a regular straight up word problem. The second one had extra information that we had to find and get rid of. So yeah, literally 45 minutes by the time we got through all that. And I skipped a lot of the problems. Like I scaled it way back, but rather have too much than not enough, I guess. And science is in like 5 minutes, and what we're gonna do, yesterday they watched a video about magnetism. Our unit is force and motion. So then what I did, I'll turn you around and show you what. Okay, so I just leave this up here. This is the screen I'm sharing with them, and then on my computer screen here is where I keep the meeting, so I can see everyone in the meeting and I can see what I'm showing them over there. So what we're gonna do for science is, let me find my little, what screen am I on right now? Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. So we are going to, I just took some screenshots from the video, and we're just gonna talk about the different forces that we saw in the video and why did that happen, different forces that are working, why does he go up and down instead of staying in one place. So yeah, that's basically going to be science. It's literally just going to be discussion. And then they have another short video. This one's on Generation Genius, and I just linked it on Seesaw, so they'll go onto Seesaw and access it from there. But going to be pretty short for science, which is good because math was super long. For the next 5 minutes until I let them in, I'm just going to sit here and go through Some of them have already submitted their work for math for today, so I'm gonna go through and check that on Seesaw. Okay, it's 9:30. That was awesome. 15-minute lesson, and then I sent them off to watch the Generation Genius video for today, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. That worked out really well. I'm gonna take screenshots from that video and put them into my PowerPoint for tomorrow, and have some questions about what forces are working in that video, so that'll be good. When they come back, it's 9:30. They'll be back at 10:15 for reading and writing. And then they will be gone for the day. That's the last live class that we have. The rest of their day, they spend working on the independent work that I have assigned to them on Seesaw and iReady. So at that time, I start going through all their Seesaw assignments. I do corrections. I send back things that need to be fixed, or I approve things that are correct. And then they can stay on with me in a like one-on-one meeting if they need help or anything like that. But normally, if we are virtual for weeks at a time, I will start to like create a calendar and schedule small groups in that afternoon time. But since this is just this week and we've never done virtual together as a class, we're kind of easing into the virtual thing. Hopefully we'll be back next week, but you just never know. So we're just taking it a day at a time. And during this 45-minute break now, I'm gonna sit here and look at Seesaw and look at everything for reading and writing. So I'll show you that real quick. Okay, so for reading and writing today, let's see what I put on here. Oh, this is fun. We're gonna do stand up and sit down with text features. So we're gonna practice on they can have their camera on, they can stand up if they like chocolate, sit down if they don't. And then we're just gonna go through, these are just some pictures that I found online of text features, and they will stand up or sit down to show which one is which. So this is just kind of like a fun, little bit more movement way. And then they'll take out paper and pencil, and we're gonna review singular and plural nouns. So we'll go over the rules again. We've done this already. This is, everything this week is review. And then I'll give them the singular noun and they can write the plural noun and show it to me. And then we'll talk about what rule is and why we do that. I did one for each type of rule, and then they will actually leave me for, oh, you know what, oh yeah, so then on Seesaw, their assignment looks just like this. I need to tell them now. Their assignment looks just like this on Seesaw, and then they have to put in the singular and plural nouns that are missing. And then I will send them off to do another text feature activity on Seesaw. There's also an EREST activity on Seesaw, that's review, plural nouns on Seesaw, and then they continue writing their story that they started yesterday. And that's it for today. I sent this home to parents this morning, and I will show it again at the end of our lesson today for the kids. This is everything that's in Seesaw for today or assigned on iReady for today. And once they have all this done, then they know they are good to go. Okay, it is 1:30. I have been working on the PowerPoint for tomorrow. I went through and checked all of the Seesaw things that they have submitted and sent feedback, sent things back, approved things, whatever. Now I think what I'm gonna do is I need to rearrange my desks for sure, and I need to put up the new unlock. So I'm gonna do those things, and then I think tomorrow I'm gonna go ahead and bring my color printer here, and I think I'm gonna leave it here because we kind of changed some stuff around in our house and there's really no place for it now, and I think I'll get a lot more use out of it here anyway. So that will be helpful tomorrow. I can like print some new name tags that I need to just replace, and you know, print some of that nice color stuff that I need. So today I'll just get all the stuff moved around. Tomorrow I'll do a lot of like printing new, just like sheets and stuff for semester 2, new grade sheets, new all that kind of stuff that I want to print in color. So all right, let's do some manual labor. pushed all my desks into tables for our winter party, so I'm going to put everything back into like some rows and kind of just move stuff around in here. It's about 2:35. I have the desks arranged in an order. Tomorrow I'll kind of reassess and see what I think before I upload it into our, like where we take attendance, you can make seating charts on there. And then we upload them to our team's website. So I'm gonna sit here and finish up going through emails and make sure there's nothing else in Seesaw to check, and then just kind of go through my to-do list for tomorrow, and then it'll be time to get out of here. Good morning, happy Thursday. Doesn't feel like Thursday, but I'm also exhausted like it's Thursday. Thursday's always my most tired day. It is like a little after 7. I went and got a cart because I brought my color printer and I need to go out, probably go out after live classes and get it. I don't feel like dealing with that right now in the cold and it's still kind of dark outside, so I will deal with that later. But I will show you kind of like our PowerPoint for today, kind of like I did yesterday, and just gonna sit here and kind of get ready for the day, get everything pulled up that I need to get pulled up and opened up. And I don't know, I feel kind of in limbo. Hopefully today, my goals for today are to get like a bunch of the new sheets that I need printed. I have a new student, so I want to get their stuff, name tag and all that ready and printed and laminated. Hoping that we find out today about next week, if it's gonna be virtual or in person, so that I can plan for next week and do copies and just kind of start getting myself ready for next week. That's kind of what we're doing today. We're kind of waiting for direction, and then it's gonna be like, boom, get a million things done. All right, I'll see y'all later. All right, here is our PowerPoint for today. We will go over our expectations again. They did great with this yesterday. Morning meeting conversation, number talk, and then we're gonna review this vocabulary from yesterday. I'm gonna review how to compare numbers because some of them will be doing this on Seesaw, and then we're gonna do some time review because some of them will be doing that on Seesaw. So like green group will do time, blue group will do place value. Then we will meet back at 9:15. This is from the Generation Genius video they did yesterday, they watched. So I just took screenshots, and then we've got some conversations to have. These are 3 different items that they dropped. And we're gonna talk about like this one barely came off the ground after it bounced. This one came off a little bit. These kept bouncing and bouncing. They threw an egg in a pan, talk about that. When they threw it this time, it splattered. And when they watched the video, this one he threw like straight up and down. This one he threw kind of sideways and caught it kind of sideways. So we'll talk about that. And then they are going to do this on Seesaw. I just made this real quick. They can write, draw, or take a picture of an example of gravity. This could be an example or an experiment, up to them. Then we will meet for reading and writing. Again, I just found this book on Amazon and I just screenshot the, what is it called? Like the preview. Lots of text features here. And then they did this on their own yesterday, so we're just gonna review the answers for this. And then we are going to do a little 1, 2, and 3. So they will hold up 1 finger for nouns, 1 finger for noun, 3 fingers because it's an adjective. And yeah, we'll just go through these. And then they have a little bit to do today. They have an iReady assignment, another EREST on Seesaw, a sort, and then they can continue writing their story. And then I sent this out this morning of what to get done today. All right, update. It is 9:05, and the kids log back in at 9:15, and we'll do the science discussion. I just ran out of my car real quick and brought in my printer. So I'm very excited to have that in here because 99% of what I print in color is for school. So I will be getting some good use out of that. I have instant ink, so I pay for it like automatically regardless. So it makes sense to keep it here and actually like use it. Anyways, the kids were great this morning. I cannot get that morning under 30 minutes. By the time we do morning meeting, we all say good morning. This morning they shared about their favorite winter activity. Then we do a number talk where they share their mental strategy for how to solve that. And then we do like the little math lesson. It's literally 30 minutes, but it's fine. It's our longest one of the day. I hate keeping them on there that long, just like straight on there, but it's a lot of conversation. It's not just like me talking, so that's good. I'm gonna go in and go ahead and do attendance real quick before I forget and get on the naughty list for that, and then we'll do science. Okay, it is just after 11. I am done with live lessons for today. My neck is hurting from sitting there in that stool staring at that screen all day, but got everything caught up, checked in Seesaw. Stuff's gonna keep coming in. I just try to keep up with it just so I don't get behind and have like 100 notifications of things to look through. But I'm loving looking at their gravity examples. They're so fun. Like some of them drew pictures or diagrams, some of them did little videos, some of them had like a picture and then they like put their voice over it to explain what was happening. So fun. And just got the PowerPoint ready for tomorrow. And then I am gonna go ahead and draft my email that I'm gonna send out in the morning. I've been sending out a morning email with just, it's literally like the same copy and pasted email every day, but it just says, here's the schedule for today, which has been the same every day, just so they have it. It has the link in there again for accessing the Teams meeting, because I've never taught this group how to use like the Teams calendar, so I didn't do like a calendar invite or anything. And some of them aren't even logging into their own Microsoft account. They're like just using like a parent device or something like that. So it's just easier to me to just send this link every day. And then I also put in there the little screenshot of the independent work for them to do that day. That way they just have it every day, and I'll just leave it in my drafts until tomorrow morning. I've been meaning to do that, I just haven't. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. And then I'm gonna start doing, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this seating chart in the online platform, and then I'm gonna start doing like my new grade sheets and class lists and stuff like that, and data sheets for this new quarter. And I have my color printer, so I'm gonna plug that in and print some of that in color. So let's do it. right, it is time for me to go. I feel very much at a standstill. I've got like quite a little to-do list for tomorrow. Like I said, a couple things I added. I need, depending on what we're gonna do next week, I need to do plans, and then I need to either do copies or get stuff ready on Seesaw for next week. I want to update my data sheets. Could not get that printer to hook up to my school laptop, so I'm gonna bring in my laptop tomorrow, get all that stuff printed that I need to print. I have a whole list of everything I need to print. And then I am gonna start prepping BASS. We do BASS assessments 3 times a year, reading assessments. Our county used to do DRA, now we do BASS, so I'm gonna get those ready and kind of go through and see who's gonna start on what BASS level as far as like me administering it, and then that way I can figure out how many I need copies of each and make any copies I need of those, because I want to hit the ground running with that whenever we're back in person. Maybe next week, maybe not, I don't know. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have answers. Good morning, happy Friday. Whew. I woke up this morning, I was like, what day is it? Where am I? What am I doing? I am thankful it's Friday though, because I'm gonna go home and relax this evening. I'm already thinking about it. It is a little bit after 7. I'm just getting everything started up here. I did bring my laptop, so hopefully I can print all this stuff in color that I need. I'm just gonna have to like email it to myself and open it up on here, but that's fine. Other than that, I'm gonna just try to get all this stuff printed before class starts at 8:15. That way any laminating I can do later, and then morning bell. All right, it's 9:30. I did not check in with you after math because math went long, as usual, I can't help it. And then we met for science. Oh, and I've been fighting with this printer all morning. That's basically been my life. So I got it working. It only works when I plug it in with USB to my computer, which is fine. But I went ahead and printed out all of my new small group conference forms. For this one's for writing. I got math, my other group of math, and then I've got reading. So these are all free in my blog. I will link that below. You can edit them and change them, do whatever you want to them when you download them. But they keep me sane because it's such an easy way for me to quick, easy track data. I can put like check marks, X's, I can make notes if I want to. But, and then I just keep this, like I'll keep this sheet ongoing for the whole unit. So every time I work with them on a skill in that unit, I try to just use different colors. So like one week I'll use purple, next week I'll use like green, something like that, just so I can kind of tell the progress. But yeah, I'm gonna sit here. It's 9:35. I am going to work on this a little bit more, plug this printer back in. The problem is I have to like be close to it, and I have like all my stuff set up for virtual teaching, so I kind of have to like wheel myself over there and stay in that one spot while I'm printing. So I'm gonna do that, and then I don't know, I still haven't heard about next week yet, virtual or in person, so I need to start planning for next week. But I also don't want to start planning in person and then them tell us we're gonna be virtual, so I don't know. Okay friends, it is 3:50. I'm about to get out of here. Still no official word from our county about being here on Monday or not. So I am just gonna take my laptop home just in case. Everyone around here seems to think we will be back on Monday, so we went ahead and planned. Sorry, someone walked in. So yeah, planned for being here tomorrow. I have everything ready. I've got my new groups for reading and math based on everything at the end of first semester. So if we end up being virtual next week, I'm gonna be one bitter critter because it's 3:50 and I have nothing ready for virtual next week. Everything is ready for being here. So here's what I did. Let me just show you over here real quick. I got all the copies out. I've got my new groups for green math, blue math. I have the activities out that we're going to do on Monday. We're going to do a new daily language review, go over our new spelling words for this week. We are going to, for reading, I'm going to reintroduce, Reader's Workshop, what it looks like, what we do. And then we're going to do workshop, and I'm going to start doing BAS on students, which is I think I said it before, 3 times a year reading assessment that I do with them. And then for writing, we are going to set writing goals for this new unit and brainstorm together some goals and then decide on their own goal. They'll put it on a Post-it, put it in their notebook, and then they're just gonna have some time to write, just getting back in the groove of things, right? For science, we are going to share some of their seesaw activities for gravity because their examples were so fun. So we'll go through those and share those. And then I just had this little forces in motion, what is it called? Word search. I kept wanting to say crossword. Yeah, and then I got my new groups ready. I went through and pulled out all the BAS books and the assessments that each student is going to start with, and I put their names on them so that I can just call kids over. I have the copy ready, I have the book ready. That's basically what it was. I was just trying to get, and then I have a new student who started this week virtually, so had to get all their stuff pulled out. That's about it. I mean, that doesn't sound like much, but it takes forever, so yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna start my weekend. I'm gonna forget about this place for the weekend. I'm so exhausted, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. First week back. Some of you are going back next week, so good luck. Bye.